Hey guys, I'm running a little late. Hopefully, you guys get your notification so you can join the live. We're supposed to start at 1 o'clock. I'm like over 10 minutes late, but the show must begin. Hey, Soul Food D Johnson 9425. So it's been a minute since I went live. I'm waiting for y'all to come on in here so we can talk about this mess. Y'all gotta remind me from time to time when I, start lacking in doing our live streams, because I haven't done a live stream in Lord knows how long. So I want to come up here today and talk about the Alvo, the clout chaser. Hey, Toby, you're the first one into the chat. Good afternoon. Miss you, miss you. Y'all got to keep me in check with doing these live streams, because I get so far gone with not doing them, I get lazy. So y'all got to sometime underneath the comments of these videos, if I take more than a week, hello V, just holler at me and just say I miss y'all so much. But I had to go out this morning, and I had made breakfast around 11, and you know how people get the itis after they eat. But I said, nah, I gotta still go live at 1. So that's why we're here right now. I might actually, while I wait for y'all to come in here, set up somewhere else in the house, because I don't feel comfortable sitting in this position. I'm never ready. Yeah, I definitely was gonna speak on this situation with Alvo, because to me, and this is why I don't care too much for him. I don't know him personally. It's just the impression he gives me about who he is, and me feeling like he's not a real person. He has a very jealous spirit, and I wasn't surprised when I heard that he tried to set Shamar up and get it so that the manager, hold on 1 second, guys, what happened here? And get it so that the manager would be fired, because we all know that Shamar has a track record of firing people. He did it with Kay, and who knows who was in his ear about that situation. So, Alvo was basically trying to stir up mess, chase the clout, and get Shamar back, manage his money and everything else, and Shamar be messed up in the game again. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm just trying to set up as we wait for the people to come in. I'm glad that Tommythegossip and Shamar are back cool, because at least there's a message being sent out that if you mess with Shamar, Tommythegossip is going to call you out, whether it's for content or to protect Shamar or both. It's going to be handled. Hey, hugs and kisses. XOXO. So let me pull up. Let me see. No, actually, I'm not going to pull up that right now. Oh, did y'all hear Kylie yesterday? He flipped out in the shelter. That is insane. Kylie flipped out so bad. I think he was flipping out because he wanted to get transferred. But when Kylie flipped out at that shelter last night, because I recorded it, I'll put it up today. He told on himself because he was going back and forth on a live the other day saying he was in a transgender shelter. And the lady had said to him that he was lying because she had a friend that works in New York and knows who he is, knows what shelter he's in, and it's an all-man shelter. Ken was trying to say that was a lie. He was in a transgender shelter. Come to find out, he is in an all-man shelter because last night he had an argument with some dude that's obviously straight that picks on him at the shelter, the men's shelter, and he flipped out yesterday, lost his cool, and was telling I guess the one of the workers there that he felt pretty much discriminated against. He didn't sound like he was in no transgender shelter. Didn't sound like he was talking to no transgender counselor. Sound like it was a co-worker who didn't want no smoke with Kylie because he looks like he ain't wrapped too tight, and was listening to what Kylie had to say, and that was as far as he gonna go with it. Because he didn't want to be next, because Kylie was about to jump on that dude in that shelter. I guess the dude that was messing with Kylie obviously doesn't like men who dress up as women. And he was, picking on Kylie, and Kylie had a little meltdown. It says Tommy looks out for him, always has when they were friends, and will now. Yeah, exactly. He will. Says, yeah, he needs to sit down and relax. He needs to be grateful that he's. Exactly. Hey, Scorpio 86, how you doing, sweetie? Yeah, so there's a lot going on, but yeah, getting back onto Alvo. I don't want to stay stuck on Alvo the whole live, but I just wanted to say at the beginning of the live that, I wanted to mention it to the audience, my audience, that he has a very jealous spirit to me. And I'm just not surprised that he tried to set Shamar up. I don't think that Alvo is appreciative of the clout that he did get from Shamar. And he just is the type of person, he's just never happy for nobody else. He just wants to be the person that's always shining. And when he's not shining, like how Shamar's doing good for himself right now, he wants the misery likes company. And I just don't like people like that. I like to stay far away from people like that. They don't mean you any good. And they're just trifling. So, I wasn't surprised that he did that. I'm glad that Tommy put it on Front Street that he did that. And I'm gonna say this again: whoever supports him, that met Alvo through Shamar and him dating, and you became supporters through that way. Always remember, Alvo doesn't have no loyalty to any of you supporters, because he knows at one point in time, whether you liked Shamar or hated him and followed him because you disliked him, you still was Shamar's audience. And at the end of the day, he's just using you for the support. I'm talking about the Cash App, Super Chats, Apple Pays, and all of that. But at the end of the day, he doesn't look at none of these people as no loss to him, because he knows he can't trust them people as far as he can see them, because he knows at the end of the day, those were once upon a time Shamar's followers. So people, and a lot of people have learned over the course of some time that Alvo will switch up in a minute, especially when he starts to see you're asking more questions than giving him money. When he starts to see that you start switching up, like on the money tip, and you stop sending him money, and he knows you used to be one of those people that always was sending him money and praising him, and you stop doing that, he'll block and delete you. It says, question, why is Kylie so angry and only fights? I don't know. Oh, I want to ask you guys this too. I got a lot of questions. You know, the Black Dino got a new transgender girlfriend. Let me pull that up, matter of fact. I don't want to play too much of it because I what the hell is this? What? Hold on, let me see something. I don't want to put something up. I only really trust my own work as far as editing stuff. And you know, sometimes people can put stuff up and it could have a whole bunch of stuff that, you know, needs to be censored. And you know, I just don't need, you know, for YouTube to be messing with me because it's just my luck. I try my hardest to make sure I edit everything. And you know, you put up a video with too much you know, mess in it, and you ain't editing that stuff out, and YouTube come for channels like me, and I'm a channel that I try to make sure I keep it to a minimum to zero. You know what I'm saying? Profanity, nudity, or anything that breaks the guidelines of YouTube, and they'll be down my throat. Then you get, you know, like I said, like Tommythegossip, love his content, he's funny, but he swears too much. And I feel like if I was on live, you know, going in like that, I wouldn't even have this channel that long. Everyone's luck, you know, in life is different. And I'm just not trying to be no copycat because it'd be just my luck. You know, I tell myself, well, you know, I'm grown, you know, I can swear like Tommy does in my content. And you know, you think like that, mess around, your whole channel be gone. You wake up the next morning, your whole channel be gone. So I sort of try to, you know, tread lightly. Says I knew Alvo would right back to the BS. Yes, jealousy spirit is right. So yep, he's winning, so he's hateful. Yep. Extremely jealous spirit. He's trying to bring Shamar down. I hope he stays away from Shamar. He loves drama. And you know what? I always too say birds of a feather flock together, because that chick Izzy, she got a bad spirit too. And she gets along so well with Alvo. And that's because, again, birds of a feather flock together. It says, wow, how this guy get these transgender women. They must be desperate as at this point. He is not attracted. Oh, not at all. That's why I call him the Black Dino. But you're my chart. What? Says Tommy, why you didn't report your income? Oh boy. Don't listen, don't come in here doing too much trolling. I'm gonna let you troll, you know, but let's keep it cute. Cause you can't block and delete everybody. You know what I'm saying? Cause some trolls are not all bad. But don't get any acting too crazy. Make sure y'all hit the like button, even the trolls and stuff. I promise you, it is free to like. So this is him with the new transgender. And hold on.
Keep bitch with me.
See, yeah, he's swearing. I don't want to be putting all that in there. Oh, you can see. Well, good. You can see the translation of what he's saying without the audio on. And the transgender is a nice looking transgender. Honestly, if you look at the transgender, she could pass for a woman. He showed her feet like he was trying to clown her. But to be honest with you, for a man, he got some nice looking feet. You know? His feet ain't bad looking. He ain't got no toe jam. You know? I'm not the feet police, but I'm just saying, you know? I'm not the feet police. But it says Tommy do is troll and lie. It says Shake Mike, he's disgusting. Yeah, and you know what's so sad? I'm sorry to tell you. I don't know the Black Dino in real life, but I'll just tell you this. if there was an allegation that anybody that I was dealing with had the House of Virginia, and a video was shown of a bag that I can prove is a bag of somebody that I was messing with, like in his case, he confirmed that was his bag. And there was some pills in there that were for people who had the House of Virginia. I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't be messing with him like that no more until he got tested. He was supposed to get tested on Monday. And he went, I didn't really even see him go live. So he was avoiding the internet all day Monday, knowing that he's obsessed with getting on to social media because he wants to always be seen and heard. So obviously he got on some point last night. I know he got on later on last night, late last night, because I recorded some of his live streams when he was floating around, you know what I'm saying, on people's lives last night. And I just got in around 10:30, ate me some breakfast. So I set this live up before I left because I had to go get my pedicure and my manicure. So when I came back after I ate breakfast, you know, I was gonna go live at 1, which I'm live now. But that's when I saw excuse me, Kylie was arguing at the shelter like he wanted to get maybe transferred to another shelter, so he figured he'd make a scene. Sad all of them might go, got the House of Vegas. The house in Vegas. Oh, I like that, the way that sounds, a house in Vegas. You know what? The House in Vegas makes more sense than House of Virginia. I'm gonna start saying House in Vegas. The House in Vegas. Okay, I like that one better. Not the House of Virginia. But it's, I don't know. I mean, when Alvo was popping, they were saying he had the House of Vegas. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, if you're out in this environment, thank you, D Johnson. Thank you, sweetie. If you're, living in this environment and nobody's protecting themselves, chances are this is goes for anybody. It doesn't have to be a transgender or gay person. The chances are you run the risk that you can contract the house in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for anybody. Anybody can get that. So even when I broke the news on my channel to the people who watch my content, and it was the first time they heard it from my channel about this situation, it wasn't like I was trying to belittle anybody, because anybody can get that, and nobody's above life's classroom when it comes to that. You got to just be careful. And I think that when people are married, like I'm married, I think that sometimes we can be more at risk, people that are married, than people who are not married, because they don't promote when you're married that you should be using condoms and protecting yourself from, your wife or your husband or whatever. So, it's even more dangerous for people who are married, and you might have somebody that you're married to and they're not being loyal to you, and you're having unprotected with that person, and they end up giving it to you. So you just got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be really careful and responsible. But see, I'm just, in my opinion, this is my opinion on how I see this. I really feel like the Black Dino gives me this impression that he's a very irresponsible person. Sometimes when people come from unfortunate situations, and they're traumatized, hurt people, and he's just somebody I wouldn't even want to meet walking down the alleyway. And I feel like he also just comes across as a person where, if he was to contract this, say if he does have it, if he does or he doesn't have it, I don't think that he would be straight up and tell somebody straight up, I'm sick, you know what I'm saying? And we need to use protection. I don't think that he is a person who's responsible at all. Hey, 1977. It says, much as Shamar hit my button, I'm proud of him. That team is doing great. I believe he's doing great because he respects Alex. Yep. And see, Shamar just wants to be accepted and loved. It's always been like that with Shamar. Shamar can't be alone. Now, I'm just glad that Tommythegossip and Shamar back friends, and Tommy could be a protector to Shamar because Shamar's not a bad person. You know what I'm saying? He's hard headed. We all can be hard headed at times, but right now Shamar's doing good for himself, and I'm just glad that he has somebody who can protect him from being victimized and potentially, him going back to Alvo and Alvo skimming off the top of his money, because he probably was skimming off the top of his money the couple of days he was over there. You know what I'm saying? Money that Shamar probably kept in the house for whenever he wanted to go do his 1212. It wouldn't be in the bank, or maybe it wouldn't be trapped because he gets disability money. Here, Miss Essel Davis and Mott's. Hey, Soul Food, how you doing, sweetie? Yeah, you guys be holding me down. I gotta start doing my lives again. I kind of sort of fell off again, and I ain't been live in weeks. But yeah, this month we're gonna pick back up doing our lives. It also cuts me some slack sometimes too, just going live with y'all. Like I said, it's almost like me calling you all, you know what I'm saying, on the phone, and we're talking over the phone type thing. When you go live, it's more personal. Oh, that's all I believe. When you respect somebody, you move different. Exactly, 1977. You already know. That's what I'm saying. You come from a good cloth, because what you just said is real. Exactly. Exactly. That's good. That's good, Soul Food. It says Tommy Alvo, both y'all bad energy for Marco's facts. Yeah, like I said, I just hope that Shamar, just watches his own back, because Tommy can't always be there all the time for him. And Alex is his manager. He can't always be there all the time for him. And I know Alex is his manager, and he does watch out for him. And like y'all was saying the last time we went live, the manager probably is, you know, showing up for Shamar in the sense of he's trying to be a protector to Shamar, and he's probably the driving factor to why Alvo is not in the picture like he could be, because Alex is there front and center trying to be a supporter and a manager to Shamar, and not wanting to see people taking advantage of him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Denise. How you doing? Welcome. Make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Thank you. Marco should had never invited neither to his home, his piece. Yeah, and let me just say something about that. It's funny you said that, because that's how I am even with my energy in my own house. I mean, I'm not like a person that likes a lot of company. One, I don't like a lot of company, because when you come to my house, one thing you got to do is take your shoes off at the door. I'm not only that, like, growing up, I had like little pet peeves that I still have. Like, growing up, my mother would never let me and my sister sit on the bed with outside clothes on. So, like, I can't come in from outside and go sit on my couch or my bed. I gotta literally take those outside clothes off and then put on some house clothes. I think that is so disgusting. Like, say if you've been sitting in your car or sitting on a bus or a train or in a public place, and you just come into your house and go sit on your couch or your bed. I just feel like you just violated and contaminated your whole space in your own house when you're wearing, like, outside clothes in your house. So like I feel like my house is my personal space. It's my sanctuary. And I just don't like to have a lot of company in my house. And that is one of the main reasons as well. Bad energy. I don't need that, especially where I lay my head. You feel what I'm saying? Denise, thank you. And I'm the same way. I keep them, I keep people like that out of my house. Um, you know what I'm saying? I holler at you later. But his father's like trying to be a person, always having people hanging out in my house and just having bad energy and drama. Nah, I don't bring that kind of energy home. I'm not a person who likes to entertain too much company anyways. I like to have nice things, and I feel like I don't like to have people hanging and laying up in my stuff anyways. I'm not It's not even that I'm a selfish person and or my energy's off, but I just feel like there's just certain things you do and you don't do. You got to really protect your peace. I'm telling you, because if you don't protect your peace, people will definitely steal your joy. I'm telling you, man, this world is wicked. This world is wicked. I mean, look at the situation on here. Like I got people that don't even like me and don't never even know me, to the point if they walk past me, they wouldn't even know who I was and I wouldn't know who they were. It's like hurt people hurt people. You got to really protect your energy. I do here out my house, and I have to my house every week. The bad energy some people bring. Yes, I'm telling you, 1970. And I used to, that's funny you said that, because I went to cosmetology school to do hair, and I used to do hair at my house too. But and that's funny. I don't know, a lot of my clients that used to come, because I used to do like hair towards the end of the week, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, for like 4 days out the week, right? And I would do it from home, but they were older people. And like I'm not really a people person, but my circle is really small. So I really would like to say I'm a good judge of character. So even my clients that I had back in the day, they were older, and they were, had probably had corporate jobs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, and or they were nurses, work for the government. They weren't like, ghetto and trifling, sitting home all day waiting for something to pop off. Nah, they were just like working, people with families, ain't had time for drama. And they like to on the weekend pamper themselves, get their nails done, their hair done. And they would come over. Sometime I would maybe cook breakfast, or I don't know, like a brunch. Stop what I was doing in between time. Some of them I've made good friends with, from doing their hair over the years, and the energy was always good. But you just got, like I said, you got to really pay attention to who you bring around you or into your life, because there's a lot of people that got turmoil going on. And Alvo's a good example of what we're talking about. I don't care too much for him, and when I had heard that he tried to set Shamar up and stir up all this mess, I wasn't even surprised. I was a little bit pissed off, because I said to myself that it was just a matter of time before Alvo tried him. Series with John, aka Ken. Alvo's special guest will be J-Rock. Ooh, really? I ain't really heard too much about J-Rock. J-Rock been kind of quiet. Says my clients know I don't play. I have clients that enemies, but all my house is not going right. I know that's right. Right. Take that mess outside. You feel like sometimes people should be at a point, you too old for that mess. Too old. I'm sitting up here thinking about this little black Dino, because I'm on my other laptop as I talk with y'all. He's messing with another transgender. And how was he going to pull this off with this new transgender? If it don't work out with him and the new transgender, What he gonna do? Be back at Monique's house? I don't know what made me get on the subject of him, but that is crazy. He got a new transgender girlfriend. I already read that. That is crazy. I don't get it. Make it make sense with these folks. I feel like taking a nap, guys. I really do. For real. Oh, let's see this. Hold on. Let me share this with you guys. If hopefully this bum doesn't start cussing in this video so we can listen to this whole video. First day at work. He's working. No wonder why he's trying to Alvo's trying to mess up everybody's flow, because he got to be the regular guy at a job now.
Look at Alvo, tell his roast thing. No, like the live book of it. Oh my God, I still got crust in my eyes. I still have crust in my eyes.
Hey, Cyrus.
Ooh.
Hey, Real Heel. Ryan.
Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Y'all, guess what? I'm on my way to work, Buka, but
Thank you, D. Johnson.
they said Alvo wasn't gonna get no job, baby. Alvo on the way to work, which y'all talking about. And it's my first day back working, so y'all know I feel a little rusty, but we're gonna get through this day. We're gonna make this money, and I'm gonna come back home and tell y'all all about my day today. I was gonna make a TikTok video, but I'm like, why would I do that? That's doing too much. But I'm gonna do a little video, so y'all, but I just feel good, y'all. This is my first day at work here. And then somebody said Alvo was gonna get no job. Baby, I told y'all I do what I want.
Toby, you just took me out with the word you said, dingy. That just took me all the way out. Alvo acts a little dingy.
Do when I want to do, and I feel like I want to get me a job because I feel like I want to get back into doing normal things. Like I feel like I want to do content and work because ain't no problem with not having a job. That's extra income. You feel me? That's so I can be able to do more screams and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm very excited for that. It's my first time working in a year.
God bless you, dummy.
Thank you so much.
Nasty
Indeed,
dog.
I am. But yeah, so this is gonna be my first day working. So yeah. There's 94 people on here. I just see 94 likes.
Thank you, so.
Y'all, the weather change is doing me bad. The weather change, the weather is not being my friend.
I do not think Alvo is nice looking at all, and he just got this old look. His hands look old, face look dry, dusty. Ugh, he just looks funky.
Yeah, but oh my God, yeah, I'm so excited. So I wonder what they're gonna have me doing. I'm ready to see what I'm gonna be doing and stuff like that. It's general labor, so bitch finna be using my hands doing something to know that. Yeah. Good morning, girl. Just keep a positive mindset. Have a great day. Good morning, Buku. But I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm excited. I feel like today's gonna go great. I need to get a haircut. So when I do get off, I am gonna go get a haircut because baby, this long overdue. This shit need to be done, cut, chop, planito. I just don't be doing nothing to the head, babes. The head just be heading. The head be looking like the last haircut. Good morning, Buka. What's up, boo? Zap, good morning to you. As far as information, yes. 12 people on here. We get 212 likes. I know most of y'all still dislike the lives. Can y'all still dislike the lives? But not for y'all. Oh my God. I'm 5 minutes
Still
away.
pouring.
And I just want all my buku blends to have a good day today. If y'all going to work and y'all going to work and make that money, then that's what's up. If y'all sitting at home, buku blend, get y'all ass up and go find something productive to do for 8 hours. Okay? That's what I feel like. I feel like as a grown person, it don't even matter if you got a job or not. You need to find something to do with yourself
Oh
in the
boy.
productive hours of 6 o'clock in the morning.
Make sure y'all
I
hit that
say it's
like
about
button.
3 o'clock in the afternoon. As a grown person, you need to be doing something productive. It don't matter if you mowing the yard. It don't matter if you got them knitting. If you reading books, you reading your Bible. Find something to do productive. Cause y'all hoes got too much time on y'all hands, and that's where y'all become, and that's where y'all be so invested in my business.
Oh, you ain't got no business.
Find
Boy,
something productive to
bye.
do for 8 hours a day. I feel like
Boy,
everybody do
bye.
that. That'd be good. Okay, let me go ahead and get your weird and word out of here. Bye bye. Ooh, girl, y'all don't know about the Horizon Inn. Ooh, baby, it goes down at the Horizon Inn, baby. I don't know though. Don't ask me how I know. Girl, I'm 3 minutes away and it's 130 people on here and only 52 likes. That means only 52 people like me and 50 people just like to watch me.
Toby, I'm glad that you remember Denise's handle because I didn't know that was a Thintress. I knew that it was one of my mods because it got my wrench, but when y'all be changing your names, it'd be hard to keep up with. And so I'm surprised that
So
some of my mods that have changed their name numerous times, I remember you from your original names, but just give me some time. I'm getting old.
I mean, there's 50 hating assholes on this live right now, y'all. Oh my God. I can see if I had one hater, but I got 50 more. If you're not a hater like the live, though. I always wanted to go to Crackle Barrel. The name just never sat right with me. Crackle Barrel. I'm gonna crack your ass inside your head with a barrel if you play with bitch. See though, I don't know. Crackle Barrel. I don't know, y'all. That might not be on my e-list. Now, these apartments or these. Oh, that. Oh, child. Ooh. Let
Blow
me
your
spit it out.
nose.
I think I might.
Exactly.
Never mind.
Ooh, all right, enough of him.
Never mind. Let me not do that.
Yeah, I had enough. That took me out when he just spit out that window like that. Ugh. He's another nasty hot mess. SL Toby is very observant. So I made a mistake on my Google account. Okay. So, but like I said, like if the name changes, obviously I know nobody hacked my account. If you have a wrench, then obviously you're one of my mods, even if you did change your name or not, you know what I'm saying? But I know obviously you were my mod for a while because I haven't even been live to like give anybody new a wrench. So all of these people that are my mods from day one. You know what I'm saying? From doing this content. Says no home training and his eating. Oh my God, his eating irks me too. Ooh. Everything he does irk me. He definitely ain't got no home training at all. He ain't never lied about that. I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, Shamar's doing good. Crazy Chicago, I call him. He's in jail. I don't know if they're holding him on a bill, a probation violation, or parole violation. I don't know. But he been locked up for a minute. I ain't heard too much from him. Um, but there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna put out today. Kylie flipping out in the shelter. I said, ooh, Kylie want to transfer. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. I'm not gonna stay on here too long because I got so much stuff I gotta do, and I really should have started at 1. I was late. But I'm gonna get off right now, and I will be on, God willing, tomorrow for a hot little second. We all can kick it and update each other. It says now he finna go to this fake job and get everybody sick. Right, exactly. You already know. 1977. So listen, can y'all make sure y'all hit the like button? I promise you it is free, and stay on me when I start slacking off with not going live. I would appreciate that. Just, nudge me, remind me from time to time that I'm slacking. And we got to keep it consistent, especially going into the new year. It's very important for me to go live and see what's up with you guys. So listen, I love y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. I love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Bye for now. Mwah.